we're looking forward to it. I mean, it's in college basketball, it's a long time to practice before you actually get to play games. So, you get to 30 practices. We've had 28. We got tomorrow and Sunday left, and then we'll be ready to go. Adam's done a good job kind of working with us, putting our schedule together. We got some quality teams right out of the gate. I mean, Moorhead, Coach Spradlin's young, but he's done a really good job there. I think they won the regular season outright for the somebody told me first time in 39 years or something. So he's done a really good job. Obviously, with background at Kentucky, he knows our league well. I'm sure they'll be ready for us. We're going to have to be ready for them. They've got some really good players. They got some good transfers, go with the returners. But, at this point of the year, we're a lot more concerned with who we are. We had a scrimmage and an exhibition, scrimmage against TCU, an exhibition against Wake Forest. There's certain things we learned in both. We weren't fully healthy for either one of them. Neither were they either. But we should have everybody available on Monday. Sears and Davin didn't play in the Wake Forest exhibition. They've been full go in practice pretty much all week. So as long as everybody stays healthy these next two practices, we should have all 12 guys available to play Monday. So it'll be good to see Aaron and Mark, play together in the backcourt. Can they feed off each other? Latrell's been good. Ryland's been a lot better. I think our backcourt will be, much improved from what we saw in the scrimmage and the exhibition with everybody being healthy. And then, our front court's versatility and depth, I think we can really get to. Wage's starting to come around. He's only been able to practice full go for a couple weeks now. But, him and Pringle both be able to play, and we'll be able to go small with Grant playing there some, and even Jaron maybe playing at the 5 some. So I think our depth will be good. We're going to play the way we've always played here. We're going to play fast. We're going to play hard. We're going to take a lot of threes, but the faces will be a little bit different when we roll them out there Monday.
Yeah, hey, Coach. We got to talk to Sam and Jaron. Just how have you seen them transition to the college game and the progress they've made since getting here?
Yeah, I mean, Jaron's supposed to be a senior in high school this year, so, he's young, but he's real quiet. He's a sweet kid, like really good kid. They're both really good kids, but, Jaron's super quiet, but shouldn't mistake the quietness for softness. He's not soft at all. He's got some toughness, some physicality to him. He drives the ball. He's good. I mean, he's got a lot of Noah Clowney in him. I mean, they're different. Noah was probably a little more vocal, and Jaron's shooting it pretty well. Noah had a couple streaks where he missed a lot in a row, but other than that, I mean, he'd shot it pretty well for us. I think Jaron will shoot it pretty well for us. You can be kind of that spacing 5, be a 4 that can play. You could put Grant at the 3, him at the 4, Pringle or Wage at the 5, and go real big. So he gives us some versatility there, and he's kind of good at everything in there, kind of in the front court, shooting, can rebound it, guards well, athletic. Sam, on the other hand, he's a sniper shooter. I mean, he hit 7 threes against TCU. He can really shoot it. We're trying to get him to be a little more physical. He put on 20 pounds since he's got here. He's just not used to playing like he's 200-plus pounds. We kind of welcome to the 200 club, Sam. Now you can go ahead and use the 200 pounds and, drive the ball with some physicality and show some physicality on D. But one thing he does is an elite level is shoot the ball, and he's going to space the floor for us. And at his size, you got to really play him pretty tight. If you close out late, I mean, he's going to have it off, and he's making a real high percentage of open shots. I mean, if he gets a catch and shoot 3, everybody in the gym that's been watching us practice for the last couple months thinks that thing's going in.
In non-conference play, with so many new faces on the bench and on the court, just what are some team chemistry signs that you're looking for just to kind of make sure things are progressing where you guys need them to be?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we've got really good kids, like really good. I say kids are young men. So they've got high character guys, and I think they've been looking out for each other. I mean, Pringle's done a really good job kind of organizing different stuff in the off season. I mean, it even came out, I'm in a text with the players and our operations people, letting them know where they have to be at certain times. And there was a text they sent out basically saying, you know, all the scholarship guys need to be at such and such. I think Coleman here to do video shoot for the intro video. You know, they do the little intro video on the Jumbotron or whatever we call it here. And literally within a minute of it coming out, I saw a text from Pringle like, I give up some of my, I don't know what he called it, some of my airtime, video time, screen time. I'll give up some of my screen time if we could get Kai and Max in there, you know, just trying to make sure that the walk-ons that have been here get included. I thought that was great. But, you know, I think you see guys, you see like Ryland, you know, Sam's playing really well, and him and Ryland, you can easily play them together, but they kind of play the same position. Sam was struggling in practice a couple days ago, and Ryland kind of went up, put his arm around, ran the sprints next to him, even though Ryland's team had won and didn't need to run a sprint. Kind of let's mentor these young guys. I think we're seeing a lot of that. You know, Pringle and Ryland were both here last year. They understand what it takes to win. We had a really tight-knit group last year, and they understand that you got to have some chemistry. You got to have some love for your brother. Everybody really needs to want their teammate to succeed, and I think we got a lot of that going. Now, we haven't played a game yet, so we haven't had somebody not get as many minutes as they think they deserve. So some of those chemistry issues start to get really hashed out once games start. Did you play well? Did you play bad? You know, how poorly did you play? If we played poor and we get a win, or are you still super happy for all your teammates? So, you know, I think that's going to be great, but kind of got to wait and see for the games to start to see how great the attitudes stay. But they've been great so far.
Would the ideal to put Grant Nelson at the 3? Is that what you're kind of looking for? And just what is Jaren's flexibility? How does he allow you to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you watch us play, Grant's going to be able to play all over the front court, 3, 4, 5. He'll bring the ball up the floor, you know, letting Sears and Estrada and Wrights will play off the ball too. So getting Jaren really helps us be able to play Grant at the 3, though, because Jaren's really an ideal 4 for us, 4, 5, just like Clowney. Started at the 4, bumped down, played a lot of 5. Jaren's ideally, that's kind of our guy at that spot. And, you know, we did well with Clowney, took him from where kind of an unknown commodity to a first-round pick. I think we can do something similar with Jaren. I think Grant's definitely not an unknown commodity, nor is Jaren really. But, you know, I think both those guys have a chance to get drafted just with their versatility and how they're able to play on the perimeter at their size.
I want to ask you about the passing of Bob Knight this week. I think you were still at Romulus when he retired, but did you ever meet him? Did you ever work with anybody who worked with him, anything like that?
I never met him. You know, he was a legend, obviously. I read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos. You know, he had the motion offense kind of. I don't know that he necessarily invented it, but that's kind of what he's known for. So, you know, I know Chris Beard, I believe, worked for him. He kind of tries to still do a lot of things that he learned from Bobby Knight. The one guy I do know, Dusty May, was a manager. Dusty was an assistant at Eastern Michigan, which is right next. Romulus and Ypsilanti are border each other there, pretty much southeast Michigan. So I knew Dusty when he was an assistant at Eastern State, and shoot, I still talk to him a lot. You know, Dusty was a manager for him. A lot of Bob Knight stories out there, but one thing he did well is he motivated his guys to play hard, and they won at a high level. So, you know, a lot of respect for that for him on that stuff. You know, Hall of Fame coach, kind of an icon, passed away, but you know, you definitely admired those coaches. You know, when I was growing up, it's Coach K, who, ironically, you know, played for Knight, and Coach Knight, and Dean Smith, and then Roy Williams. It's like these guys you've watched are now all retiring or passed away. So, you know, it's sad to see him go, but he really had an unbelievable career. Shoot, everybody. Somebody texted me, if I get tossed from a game again, let's make sure I throw a chair across the court to make it emphatic. But he's got a lot of things that people remember Bob for.
Yeah,
talked about him off the court a little bit, but Nick Pringle, how's he grown this year into the role that you want him to play? Obviously, I think last year he was kind of a bonus for you guys with having Bediako in the starting lineup and being able to go to him. But now him having to kind of step into that role, how is he taking that?
Yeah, he's definitely an improved player. He's, we need him to be a lot better on defense than he was last year for us. He's getting better. He's getting better in pick and roll. We told him he's not as big as Charles was. He's not as good a rim protector, but there's a lot of other things he can do better. He can move better. We can be a little more aggressive with him. He can be up to the level of screen more than Charles was. He runs faster. So let's play to his strengths. Let's talk about everything he can do, and let's try to, design a defense and offense more to play to his strengths. And we're able to do that. I think while still inherently playing the same way, we are able to tweak things within the offense, defense to our personnel, and we need him to be good for us this year. He's been pretty good in the offseason so far.
Coach, obviously, you've been working with the team for all of the preseason, so you're learning the team through preseason. But what was the biggest lessons that you took from the two live action against TCU and against Wake Forest that you're really preaching to the team through this last week? Yeah,
so, we try to take major themes every time we play. So, you kind of get into the TCU one. Our biggest theme was our start. Like we started out off, we were down 30-14. The intensity, we doing a lot of teaching, a lot of new guys, transfers. When you teach, sometimes your intensity, we had to get back to even if you screw up and you're all going to screw up a bunch, we have to play harder the whole time. So effort, intensity, ready to go right out of the gate, major theme against TCU, which ironically enough, that was kind of the theme last year against TCU when they killed us. So, and they do a good job of making sure that they're ready to do that. So then get to the Wake Forest game, I thought we were a lot better start. Thought we played a lot harder. I thought it was more, can you maintain it? You get up 19, give up a 6-0 run in the last 40 seconds of the half. It was more, we not only needed great first 4 minutes, we needed great last 4 minutes each half, and then a great first 4 of the second half. That last 4 of the first half, first 4 of the second half, we weren't that good. And then, our rim reads, we had guys getting downhill the rim, just making poor decisions. So can we get the ball moving? Can we spray it out, get more? We were 1 for 10 and from 3 in the second half against Wake. We need to take more and we need to get better ones, and 5 for 20 at the rim, just better reads. So play the full 40. Can't relax when you get up 19. I got to go speak at Nick at noon right now, so a lot of Coach Saban speak there. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard, you're continuing to play no matter what. That was probably the big takeaway from the Wake Forest one. But I think we'll be ready to go Monday. Our guys have been really good all week. So great seeing you guys again. I guess, Monday after the game, I'll see you again. So roll Tide.